When you're born, your brain, open slate. And the beauty of it is that we communicate information in our brain through neural pathways, and we do this through electricity. And so we send electricity across a synaptic gap in order to create a particular action. Now, I don't know if you've ever had tea with a 3-year-old. If you haven't, you should. It's pretty magical, they're pretty on point. Now, when you're talking to the 3-year-old, what's going on is that their neural transmission is unrestricted. It's unrestricted. And so their imagination, this is what the neural pathway, an example of what the neural pathway may look like, meaning you have all these synapses that want to communicate with information in really unique ways in terms of using the brain. So when we scan young children's brains, what we see is we see light neural activity throughout the entire brain. Light neural activity. It's amazing. And what's going on is that if you ever have tea with that 3-year-old, it's a beautiful experience because everything is real. Would you pour some hot water for Teddy? Because Teddy likes his tea hot. But Kitty, no, we need some iced tea for Kitty because Kitty does not want to burn her tongue. And do you guys know Jeffrey? Yeah, my buddy Jeffrey. Yeah, guess what? That's all real. That's all real, okay? That's their experience in this world. That's the magic. That's the power. That's the beauty. That's the imagination, right? And then you hang on to that imaginary friend and you tell people about your imaginary friend long enough, and what do they tell you about your imaginary friend? It's not real. It's funny, because it was just a second ago. But enough people tell you that, well, one of two things happens. The one is most common, which is that people say, the kids say, okay, I can't talk about them. So it goes away. It goes away. Now, other people quit telling people what they're seeing, and they just went on with life. And they keep having the experience, and then they find people later on in their life, and they're like, you've had this experience too? I still have it. I have this different experience where the universe is different to me, right? And so people have that experience. If you don't hang on to the idea, and if you listen to everyone tell you no, this thing loses this beautiful web of possibility. It takes this beautiful web of possibility and it does this. And what ends up happening is that it takes your entire world and it simplifies it into a shape where the construct of your world is simpler to deal with. It puts people into boxes. It puts borders around countries. It puts judgment into culture. It puts division amongst gender. It puts division against neighbors. Meaning it provides us with an opinion about the world without actually interacting with it. It's pretty interesting, meaning the bias that we grew up in potentially gives us the opportunity to believe that that's the way the world is supposed to be. And as I like to remind people, your world may not be like mine, but if you negate mine, you better get out, because I'm going to kick you out real soon, because that's not how it works in my world.